Start. And my name is Gonzalo. I'm working in radio and TV in Mexico. This interview will be for TV Azteca, one of the main networks here in Mexico. How are you guys?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm great, and it's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. First of all, because you are amazing. You are having a great year. You are in the Elvis soundtrack. You have a #1 single. You are a phenomenon on TikTok. How does it feel to have so much success in this time?
Good. Amazing, I'd say.
Very good.
But I also have to think that it's quite a job to have these achievements, because you came from a working hard, and it's not something like that you got by luck.
No, of course. I think people often mistake the musician as if it was not a job, but it's actually a 360 job, and it's also very demanding. But we are lucky because it's also our passion, so you don't feel the fatigue that much, but it's job.
Tell me about the creative process, because yeah, it's a job, but it's a different job, like an accountant or like a lawyer. How is the creative process of your band, and how do you create music?
I think the hard part. Oh, sorry.
No.
Okay. I think the hard part is that as a creative job, you will have to keep the perfect balance between like taking it, of course, seriously and working every day, but on the other hand, not losing the spontaneous of just something creative and art, you know? So we often try to write songs when we feel inspired, or when we just get in the studio. We try not to think about it like as a working mindset, or as we have to do this song today or whatever. We just try to let out all our emotions and what inspires us, and then at the end we drag all the songs we prefer and stuff. But the process is very free.
It is easy to do that. It is easy to keep the feet on the ground and not with drag of all the music business stuff.
Yeah, it's like, I think we just like handle it quite well, and being for it helps, so we can help each other, you know.
Tell me about the creative process of your last single, the one of the Elvis soundtrack, but also the one of Supermodel. How was it different between these two songs and the other ones that were an amazing hits all over the world?
Well, of course, like the Supermodel, it's of course an original song, so it was a bit, the process was longer because we had to, of course, first of all, figure out what we want to talk about, and then how, and then which sound give it to it. So basically, we were in Lay since a while, kind of like 2 months already, and we saw that we were talking a lot about this thing of people faking to be celebrities, and all this fake celebrity vibe that you feel. And so I thought it would have been like funny and interesting to talk about it in a song, and that's how basically how the song is born. And then we worked on the music and all the rest.
How do you prepare your live act? I have seen some of your presentations all around the globe, and they are quite amazing, and you have such a strength on the stage. How do you get it? Do you do like a brainstorm between the members of the group, or you are going to a wider planation?
Yeah, no, we like sometimes it happens that maybe one of us has an idea, like I want to do this specific thing on this song, so we talk about it. But generally, it's more like we go on stage, we play the first 3 songs, and we see how like what's the feedback, and then we kind of adapt to it. But I think that what we always do is to focus on what makes the crowd more excited, and try to stick to it, and try to make, we want our gigs to be as more of an experience as possible. We want really to join the same emotions that the crowd is feeling at the moment. So we're really careful of what's happening in front of us.
And how do you are feeling the audience, all the crowd after the pandemic and the lockdowns? Do you feel that the people are willing more to be united, or there are some people that are really worried about this kind of things that happened to the humanity in the last months?
I think that it's a mix of both, of course, but what we sense in our live performances is a lot of energy coming from the audience. And because we all been through the same, of course, like these years where it was not possible to go to live shows, but generally to share a lot of energy all together in big groups. So I think that being back is just like a big party, big celebration. So the people that are there are really willing just to enjoy the moment and give the best they can.
As I was telling you, you are a great success on digital media like TikTok. I think that you are one of the first global phenomenon that are really really effective in TikTok. How do you feel about making path, making a new road for musicians in this kind of media?
I think that it's one of the things that it's less up to the artist, or at least it should be not up to the artist. Like we saw like a lot of artists being forced to do all this controversial about being forced to do TikToks or to use TikToks. I think that the real cool thing about TikTok is that it's actually democratic, because people choose what is going to be viral. And there's no way to cheat on it. There's no number to change. You can do anything. It's just the people who stick to something and try and start creating content with your song and with your minute of song. But I think that everyone should be free to use it how he wants to. Lately, we're trying to use it a bit more because we finally understood that it's just another way to express yourself, and also to make something funny that makes you closer to your audience. But as I said, I think it should be really up to everybody to how to use it.
It's the difference between trying too hard, making these TikToks, and going with the flow, making viral because the people get acquainted with it and are engaged with your music and with your naturality.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think that you are very fortunate because of your success and your talent. You are making music with other musicians that are very talented and historic, like Iggy Pop. How was making "I Wanna Be Your Slave" in the Iggy Pop version?
It was crazy. I really, when he like recorded the song like shirtless in front of us, so it was like quite priceless moment.
Those Iggy Pop in the studio is like an energetic that is it on stage.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Guys, my time is running out, so I have 2 more questions. So how do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Playing on bigger stages.
Bit better now.
Chilling.
Also chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Just chilling.
When you say chilling, I always think that making music in a band is quite difficult because the roads became to be wider, but also the ambitions and the perspectives. How are you getting along with yourselves? Is it easy to make music after all the success?
I think that it's hard for the an industry mechanism, you know, the label and so this kind of stuff. Because of course, when you have lots of success, you don't have too much time for the music, and that's a pity. But we try, of course, to take our time for the music. For example, we spent like 3 months in LA for writing new music for this reason, to have the focus only on the music. So yeah, I mean, it's hard, of course, but
We can handle.
yeah, exactly.
Well, guys, it was a pleasure to have this conversation with you. One last question: do you like more Rome or LA to make music?
Rome.
Yeah,
To make music.
To make music already.
Yeah, probably, me too. But
And
it
to leave
depends.
Rome.
I'd go with Rome.
I will agree with you. I love Rome, and I think LA it's so crowded, and you have to get a car to get everywhere. You don't have to do.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult to live over there, but you are making it great. So thank you for this minute with me, and hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you soon as
Of
well.
course.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
So much.